Hey, it's Mike, and today we're going to look at the invoke methods instruction in Game Creator 2. So we're going to see how we can actually create sort of a integration between Game Creator and a third-party asset. So you may have some third-party assets, and those third-party assets sometimes require you to invoke a method on a script that they provide. So we're going to take a look at that today and see how you would integrate Game Creator 2 with one of those assets. So right here I just have a floor, a cube, a Game Creator player, and a camera shot is a fixed position. So nothing out of the ordinary, just a regular setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a third-party asset. So from Code Monkey, we have the Mouse Cursor System Pro, which is a mouse cursor system. It gives you some animated mouse cursors. So we're going to see if we can integrate this with Game Creator 2, and we could use his asset to manipulate the mouse cursor instead of using the built-in Game Creator 2 instructions on mouse cursors. But we're going to use Code Monkeys today, and he's got the Cursor System Pro, and I'm just going to create an empty for the cursor system, and then we're going to bring in his script on there and put the cursor system on the script in there, and the starting cursor type we need to put in there. So we're going to use, let's see, arrow big, for instance. Arrow big. Okay. So this script has a method you can execute to change the cursor. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a script on this cube. We're going to put a trigger so that when the mouse is over the cube, we're going to change and we have our on mouse over game object still from the hub from the last video. So Game Creator Hub, you can get that event, the mouse on mouse hover. So we're going to use that here, and we're going to say invoke methods, invoke method. And the invoke method allows you to invoke a method. So we have to specify the object, so that the cursor system is the object that we're going to invoke, and then it will tell you what functions it has available that you can invoke. And you can invoke methods, and you can also access properties as well from these. So set active cursor type SO is the method we want to invoke, and it takes a parameter of cursor type. So let's change the cursor to, say, we can put it to the grab cursor. So on mouse hover, it'll change that, and then it will, unless you have something that will turn it back, it's going to stay like that forever. But let's just see what happens. And we need, with this camera shot, we need to move this up a little bit because the fixed camera, so we've got the default large arrow cursor, and then when we mouse over, we've got the grab cursor, which is an animated cursor, and it'll stay that way because we don't have anything that turns it off. But we can, right, so to put it back, we need the on mouse hover exit. So let's install that from the hub, and we'll use that to put back the cursor to its original state. So we'll add a trigger, and we'll use on mouse over game object exit, and invoke methods. Select the cursor system, set active cursor type SO, and then we use one of the scriptable objects. Put it back to arrow. I'm going to change this to arrows. Oh, the other one's too big. So, and then just before I do that, I'm going to put my camera shot at Y of 5 so that it's not under the player, and we'll play, and we got the default cursor, we got the grab cursor, and now it's back to default. So that's the invoke methods. The invoke method instruction allows you to integrate with other assets that don't provide a game creator. So if an asset has a method you can invoke, you can use this to invoke it and integrate with those assets. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. We will see you in the next one.